humiliating road rash spirit. That is literally my pickup technique for everything.
That's a fact? According to who?
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is your favorite local podcast, The Bargoyles. This is episode 107. Point one means we're doing a guest today. Episode 107. What is 107? Oh, no, I was thinking 106 in part. Yeah. Is there a 107? Is there a 107 anything?
No, it was probably 1067 The Fan or some shit
there you go. See, 1067 The Fan. Yeah. Welcome. The Bargoyles, your favorite local podcast where we like to talk all things talk related to the restaurant bar industry here in the Northern Virginia area, specifically Woodbridge. As always, back in the coleslaw corner, your fifth dentist, your AKA, your hater, your biggest your biggest op, DeConte.
Welcome to the coleslaw corner, guys. Hey.
Oh,
it was good. It was good. Yeah, well, AKA the fifth dentist. You know, if you love it, I hate it.
Yeah, I mean that's his thing. He's just gonna hate for absolutely no reason. It's his thing. You know, when he has the energy. If you catch him right as he wakes up, he's fucking Snorlax. He does not give a fuck. He will block your road, and you're like, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I gotta find the pokey flute.
Not enough fucking candy. All right, and then, rare candy, and then back in office because we have a guest today. It's your boy, the number one most hated man in the industry, Nick. Corporate Nick.
What's going on, everybody? You love to hate me, but you know you need me.
And to my right on the camera, to the left, I guess, this is a buddy of ours that we know from the restaurant industry. My man, Anthony. But you go by Tony, yeah? Tony. When did that flip? When did that flip from Anthony to Tony? 7?
No.
Teen?
Actually, from when I was really little, just, my parents and actually it was my mom, the Americanization of it all, you know.
Oh, true.
You'd probably be a better Tony than Antonio or whatever else. So,
did you ever fuck around with Antonio?
I have when there's places where there's two Tonys, although I usually get him to quit.
Hey, assert your dominance.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it's like I peed on my name. All right, it belongs to me.
Claimed it.
That's it.
Well, RIP to all those other Tonys. Let's do a shot to start the show, as we always do, because we say here in the industry, shots are like handshakes.
Indeed. Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Ooh, that is not my normal whiskey. What was that?
Did you do the
Grand Marnier?
I did.
Grand Marnier? Yeah.
I did Grand Marnier. You did too?
Yeah, I did too. Just finished bottle. I was just trying to transition to talk about Grand Marnier, the New Orleans.
My bad.
I was throwing it out there.
I thought that you had that whatever the non-writers tiers you got last time. You didn't like that shit.
Irishman. You got the Irishman.
Yeah.
No.
There was a real question there.
I decided to do some Grand Marnier today just to finish off that, and because apparently my man Tony, not Antonio, has some links to Grand Marnier in New Orleans, and we're actually going to New Orleans next week. As this episode comes out next week, we will be in New Orleans for Tales of a Cocktail. You, my man, spent some time in New Orleans. Tell me about that.
It is the funnest town I've ever lived in. Holds a very special place in my heart. So.
How long were you in Woodbridge? I just want to.
I was in Woodbridge for about 3 years.
Okay.
But, you know,
Woodbridge is a pretty fun town.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It compares, okay? It compares.
To New Orleans?
Well, not at all.
I've been there 33 years.
Well, you know, right outside of Babylon when all the shootings happened.
You haven't left yet.
I did.
Yeah,
I came back.
Yeah, you did some training. No, you didn't. You didn't. Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, cool. So you said how long were you in New Orleans, though?
I got there in 2004. Lived there for about 4 years. Came back for a couple of years.
Oh, so you were there for Katrina?
Back. Yeah, I was there for Katrina. Katrina and Rita, actually.
Was that like another one?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks later. The second hurricane came in and just crushed
Shout out Mother
everything
Nature.
again. Yeah, right? Thanks.
Damn.
I appreciate that.
How was that?
It was hellish.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nightmares still continue. It was a really difficult time for the city, you know, and especially for people like us in the industry. You know, we had nowhere to work and nothing to do, so I ended up having to go to Atlanta for about 3 months or so.
So what you're saying was the city was trying to recover and go through its own. Instead of helping rebuild it, you left for Atlanta.
Yeah, because I just like to leave.
It's where the players play.
I would have to.
It is where the players play. That's what they say.
Yes, indeed.
No, that does bring me to a funny story. There was these two bartenders that worked at Bungalows, Alyssa and Melissa, and they had left and went to St. Thomas. And then with that first summer they were there, that hurricane came through. I forget the name of it. It was the bad one.
Oh, yeah, that was one.
Yeah, knocked out all the power for the entire island. Fortunately for one of the girls, she happened to book a flight to come back home before the hurricane was ever even announced, before they even knew it was a thing. She was having some medical issues, needed to see a doctor. They didn't have any good coconut doctors down there. So she was like, you know what? I'm going to come back here. She comes back here, and then 3 days before the flight, that hurricane got upgraded to a Category 5, which is like, one of the worst. And so she was sitting next to people. She bought the flight for like $80-$90 or whatever. She was sitting next to people who bought the flight for like $1,400. But she came up here and then she couldn't get back.
Yeah.
And so she had left the island, and then her girl that she came down with and her man at the time, they stayed down there, helped rebuild. She wasn't there for the rebuild, and then she talked about it. She was like, when I came back and it was trying to help, everyone was giving me shit. They're like, no, you left us. We were trying to rebuild and you abandoned us. They stayed, you didn't, even though they didn't know about the health stuff and this, that, and the other. Like it was pure fortunate events, honestly, but like she still says she feels that like when she was around that area, people were like, nah, you weren't really with us. So how does that feel? You abandoned the city.
That's her problem. Yeah, right. No, I mean, I did leave primarily because I had nobody down there. I had just moved about 9-10 months before the storms happened, and so no family, nothing. So I mean, I couldn't even help anybody.
True.
I had to help myself a little bit first, So,
100%. Help yourself first. Everyone knows that.
They always say on the plane, put the mask on yourself before you start helping children.
Right. Even if it's your own kid, they're like, no, put the mask on yourself first.
Yeah, but I mean, I did help because the 3 months that I was in Atlanta, I was working 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. Doubles. And then 1 week a month, I'd go back down to New Orleans and help.
Flash that cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out, there's broke people around.
Right, free the nip. But I was helping wherever I could. Yeah. Coming back, my friends from the restaurants, cleaning up the restaurants. Yeah. All that kind of stuff.
So after the 3 months, you came back to New Orleans?
Yeah, no. I was there for like another 3 years after Katrina. Yeah. And
so you still saw the good time, as it was still rebuilding.
Correct.
I'm trying to not make this as depressing as you're sounding.
No,
right now,
it's not. But actually, in a way, I really did help rebuilding in the way that I was working and providing people, a place to go and
joy and service.
And exactly. What New Orleans is all about. So hospitality is big.
Oh yeah.
And that's the way I feel like helped, because I mean every dollar that exchanged hands during that time was, it was paying for like another shingle, another blue tarp, another set of 2x4s,
clean water,
so all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
very true, very true. Yeah. So outside of the depressing part of everything you just said, we will be there in 3 weeks for Tales of a Cocktail. Nick, as the resident expert on Tales of a Cocktail, you've been doing all the research. Can you let the guests know what this is?
So we're doing this big trip, and I'm the only one who is looking into this shit.
I just know it's drinking. I know it's a conference where we drink, and there's other bartenders, and they drink. So I just that's how
actually what it is.
I know. That's I was like, what? I don't need to what am I gonna research? Oh, Jameson bar is gonna be on the 3rd floor. Okay, got you, man. I know where to go.
Yeah, that bullshit. It's a conference in New Orleans, and it happens every year. I don't know how many years it's been there. I think Tony may have a little bit more insight on that.
It's been there. They've been doing it for quite a while. I think at this point, over, I'm gonna say 30 years or something like that.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. So it is a conference based around mixologists, bartenders.
2002.
Oh, 2002.
Yeah,
Nice.
So 22 years.
Hey, shout out the producer. Shout out, man.
I fucking hate this seat sometimes.
He hasn't
I don't know when things are being looked up anymore.
This is the first time in a month we haven't been like, hey, look it up. Man, that's crazy. I don't even. When did that thing start? You have the laptop. Look it up. Shout out. Hey, good work. Nice. Yeah. So it started in 2002.
2002, nice. So it has a lot of staying power. They highlight mixologists, bartenders, bars. I don't know how much restaurant stuff they do. It seems like if they're doing a restaurant, it's at the bar at the restaurant.
The bar at the restaurant. Yeah.
and they highlight these people. They do. There's an award show. There's a lot of seminars, workshops, tasting rooms. A lot of
That's what we got to get into.
and there are a lot of and the tasting rooms are the best bang for your buck, actually. And those are like sponsored things by whether it's Grand Marnier or a Sazerac bar or some kind of deal. And we're just going to go out there and we're going to attend a couple of these things at the Ritz-Carlton that it's at. We're going to go to local bars. We're going to meet some local folks. We're going to eat some local food.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably come back with a couple lunch reviews, I think. And so that we're going to do that. We're there for like 3 nights about.
Something like that.
Yeah, so
Tuesday,
like 3
Wednesday,
nights.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 nights.
We come back in on Friday.
We're such industry people. We don't count the dates. We count the day of the week it is.
Yeah. What day?
Because somebody was like, "When are you guys going?" I was like, "We go Tuesday and we come back Friday."
Yeah,
They're like,
that's all we know.
So like, when? I was like, I don't know the dates.
Yeah,
Why would I
yeah.
know the dates?
I just looked at the times of our flights yesterday.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, okay, that's all right. That's
Oh, I
what
can make
we're
that.
doing.
Yeah,
I can make that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going. Oh, fuck, I gotta go. Yeah.
I have to make
Oh
that.
yeah, throw me some money for that flight, DeConte.
I got you.
I didn't want to pressure. I didn't know how work was doing. You know, I know how my work's doing. I don't got a fucking job, so
I paid for mine early.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, but we so we're gonna go do all that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're keeping a lot of it to mystery because that's kind of we're in the industry.
Flying
That's
by
what
the
we
seat of
do.
the pants, baby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we do. But I looked into it because I was really bored at work.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of there's a large itinerary, but it does seem to be like a morning till 5:30 p.m. Then it's over.
And that's when
And
that's
then
when the real stuff
the
happens.
freaks come out.
They talk about if you ever go to Zinzi, the industry party in DC for the Christmas. The real Zinzi is in the hotel room afterwards. Everyone goes and fucking does the party. You get kicked out at it's like 1 now. It's fucking ridiculous. You get kicked out at 1, and then everyone goes back to the hotel room. You're like, hey, what floor? It's 14th floor. 14th floor.
Yeah,
and then
it's
you
just a
step onto that
party.
carpet and it's cocaine. It's just, or other stuff. I don't know.
Since it's just a pregame.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm most excited for, to figure out. Like, I want to hit some of these tasting rooms, do all that, and then be like, all right, 5:30. Like, if we real industry people,
Where are they
5:30. This is come on, guys. Like, we're not stopping at 5:30.
No.
Where are we going? So please, for the listeners at home, I'm gonna put up my personal Venmo here. Boop, boop. We do have some black listeners. Here's my Cash App. If you have my number, you can send some Zelle. Please send some money. We're trying to have a good time out there. We got some money raised. We're supposed to try to do a barbecue, but it's been really last minute. We haven't really done any planning.
That ain't gonna happen.
Lisa Von, it charges $10 a car, and I was like, oh no way! I'm not gonna have people come and ask them for money with $10
you
to
have
get
to pay
in.
to get in,
The
yeah.
fuck out of here. So if you want to support a little bit, subscribe to the Patreon. Obviously, if you just want to send some money, be like, yo, boys, buy a drink in New Orleans. I know you're watching the show. Hit me up. Send me some stuff. But Tony, our question to you is like, we're staying right off Canal, yeah?
Canal Street.
Oh, yeah. Where do we need to hit? Like, give me your big, 17 bars.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
Give me your top 86.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hit them all in one night.
Yeah.
So, do get a little cash from the listeners because you're going to need it for bail.
Yeah.
First things first.
Bail money, baby.
Tony, my girl, listens to the show.
Bail money, baby.
That's not a conversation I want to have.
Exactly. So,
There's going to be no bail money needed.
Right. So
10, 20, 25, 30 items.
the first thing you need to know, actually, about New Orleans is you can drink anywhere at any time.
Okay.
It just needs to be in a plastic cup,
Okay.
not a glass bottle.
Plastic. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, plastic.
Other than
not
that,
glass.
you're good to go. You can go to any bar and say, hey, I want to get a beer to go.
And at any time, you mean 24 hours? Or you mean
24/7. There is no last call in New Orleans.
Even on elementary school grounds?
Especially on the
Okay. Cool.
I'll let you know.
I'm asking for the content. He hangs out the playground.
Right. You know,
freaky? Yeah. Six.
those kind of special dishes are not served on school nights.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
but,
Gotcha. Okay. Mhm.
Anyway, but yeah, so
Dr.
just always be smart about it. You can always get a drink to go.
Okay.
That's
Hell yeah.
always fun.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and it's 24/7 at most bars. Although the last time I was there was 2 summers ago, and the city has changed a little bit, so there isn't as many 24/7 bars as you would want. However,
But you still walk around with your own shit.
you can
Yeah.
at all times. So,
Oh,
but
play one of my favorite New Orleans games, Find the Dead Body.
Yes.
Ooh.
And you can't really use your sense smell because
No,
everything smells like a
everything's-
dead
everything
body.
smells dead.
Exactly.
Everything smells dead.
Exactly. I was gonna say, yeah.
So to go back to the question, can you
Yes.
name like a bar we should go to?
Definitely. So
Yes,
Tales of
okay.
the Cocktails. Well, naturally, Tales of the Cocktails is going to take you to a few different spots, or where the events are happening and things like
Where
that.
we're not getting those invites, man.
Number-
We emailed, we tried.
after the events, something you should check out should be the Sazerac Bar.
Oh, Sazerac, yeah.
Sazerac.
The Sazerac
yeah,
Bar,
Sazerac,
which
yeah.
is not only a bar, but there's also like the distillery there.
Oh, true,
and
okay.
there's tours where you can sample everything. Everything. So,
love
but
that,
you got to
love
get
that.
tickets for that. I don't think they're that expensive. I think it's like $20 per person, something like that.
Here's
So
my
the
Venmo.
Sazerac Bar at the Roosevelt Hotel. So that's one.
Okay.
The second one that
Roosevelt Hotel.
Tales is going to take you to, or somewhere around, should be the Hotel Monteleone. The Carousel Bar at the Hotel Monteleone is like world renowned. Check it out. It's it's really a revolving bar. It's called the Carousel Bar. So you sit on your
The
stool.
bars revolve.
The bar literally spins around,
Yeah.
and the bartender's in the center
Carousel.
making drinks. I mean, it goes at a very
Yeah.
very slow speed.
What was the name of the bar?
It's called the Carousel, Bar.
Bar?
The Carousel Bar.
At Hotel Monte di Leon.
Yeah, the Hotel Monteleone, which is definitely one of the coolest and most renowned hotels in New Orleans.
I just learned I don't know how to spell carousel. That's,
Damn.
I'm watching DeConte do it right now, so it's totally
I'm
good. Yeah. I can't spell it.
Yeah, Carousel. No,
It keeps doing camels and caramel on my phone. I'm not looking anymore.
Carous.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
L in there.
Carous.
I hope I was right. Let's see.
There you go. Carousel Bar, New Orleans.
Oh, I was wrong. I put the O later than it was supposed to be.
I was caramel.
And then the Carousel Bar is, like I said, at the Monteleone. It looks like a merry-go-round.
Okay.
I'm sure you saw it right
You know what
there.
it looks like? It looks like a carousel.
Yeah, exactly.
that's what
And that's going to take you pretty much on one of the coolest streets, which is Royal.
Yeah.
Lots of bars, lots of
Yeah.
places. It's 2 blocks south of Bourbon.
Yeah.
Which you should definitely go check out, because I mean, Bourbon is Bourbon
Oh,
Street,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you have to go see it. You have
Oh,
to
we're,
experience
we're not
it.
just gonna. If we're down there, there's
have
no
to.
way in hell we just stay on Canal. We'll end up on Bourbon.
Correct.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you have to go to Bourbon, but I
Oh, I'm
suggest
gonna book us a photo shoot while we're down there, boys.
Oh, nice.
have fun.
You know
It's good
me.
stuff.
With the boudoir.
Yeah, boudoir photos. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, do I have the
chaps.
French maid outfit for me? Ooh, I don't care what y'all are wearing. I know what I'm wearing.
That's his chaps, baby. Even though chaps are already Atlas.
That's it.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. So that puts you in the quarter. Cool spots up and down. And, that's where you have like the old school restaurants that have been there for like 100 years plus, like
Yeah.
Antoine's, Galatoire's, super fancy stuff.
Galatoire's.
Yeah, Galatoire's.
All right.
Is Emerald's place worth going?
Emerald's Place,
I hear it's phenomenal, but I don't know if it's worth going on this trip. Is it?
Tell me.
the original,
Boom.
Boom!
the one that's on Chapatulas,
Okay.
is worth it. That's his flagship. That was his flagship.
Okay.
But he's got a couple other spots as well in the quarter,
Okay.
which are more, like niche.
Are we in the quarter if we're on Canal, or are we not?
We're like
No.
4 blocks.
Okay.
Well, Canal is the border, one of the borders for
Okay.
the quarter. So it depends on like.
Oh, so we're really close. Yes.
Yeah.
How much walking fun can we have going out? We're probably going to do. I don't know how much walking, but I think a lot of
I
walking is
walk.
good. I like to walk.
Kind of.
So-
I've been walking like once a month.
Yeah.
Trying to get it. I'm trying to get it up. A
Yeah,
little
get
bit,
those
you know?
numbers up. Yeah, so like from where we're on Canal Street, we're near the Ritz-Carlton.
Okay.
We're not too far from the Ritz. Walking wise, like, are there a lot of good bars? Is it like a good spot to where we can walk down to Bourbon and walk back and be
Yes.
good?
Yeah.
Definitely.
we're
So where you are, you're probably going to be about 4 blocks to Bourbon.
You don't want to be on Bourbon.
About 6.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're good. Yeah.
6 blocks to the river, where there's
Yeah.
like, because I mean,
Corpse River.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much, because that's what it smells like. The Mississippi
Oh, I
is
bet.
horrendous.
Yeah.
All the
It
dead
is.
bodies.
Yeah, we're not gonna go
Nasty.
play in the
No,
water. I promise.
don't. Do
not?
not play in the
I
water.
was gonna book us a kayaking tour.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, and that's the other thing. Don't take any of those like crazy tours and swamp
What?
tours and stuff.
Swamp
You know-
boats.
Oh,
Yeah,
my,
we're
sister,
talking about
my sister told me a few hours ago we have to.
Yeah.
so
What about
No.
the voodoo? You got the voodoo tour with a bottle of rum.
I just got
spirits.
rid of the
Yeah.
voodoo that someone put
I
on
mean,
me.
if anything, you can check out Marie Lavoie's voodoo shop, which is in the quarter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like an old
That
apothecary.
one was in that movie.
Oh, the
Now
Apothecary.
You See Me.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Heist movie.
Heist movie.
Yeah.
I know a lot about New Orleans. I watched this one movie.
Oh, yeah?
They were in it for like 5 minutes in the movie.
He made fun of me for saying that was one of my favorite heist movies.
That's a heist movie? Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah, the magic one, right?
What did they steal?
It's now
they rob the bank, but then they do the fake robbery. Yeah, you're right. It's a heist movie.
Yeah.
Nah, Heat. Everyone knows it's Heat.
I didn't say the best.
No, the best.
I said one of my favorite. I didn't say anything about the best.
Okay.
I thought it was like Ocean's 11 or something like that.
Nah, I'm a 13 guy.
Yeah?
Gal. You know, I'm a 13 gal.
Oh, with the. Ugh.
Me too.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
Oh, I have a terrible Me Too
stop
joke.
it.
I don't know.
I'm going to do that joke tonight, the Me Too joke. I forgot. Oh, man. I always do the wrong jokes in Crystal City. I need to do these jokes down here in Woodbridge. Those
Do
jokes.
those out there.
Fuck it. Who cares? See me in Crystal City. Okay, so those are the big bars we need to hit. What Museum of Death? I was looking at that.
Ooh, that I'm not really familiar with.
Okay,
to be
sure.
honest.
Yeah.
But if you want
I always like
I
the
heard
museum.
that's a go-to.
I'm a
though.
museum guy.
I think we
I'm
kind of
one
have
of those.
to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm one of those.
I heard that's one of you have to do.
Okay,
Okay.
if you're a museum guy, and
Yeah.
that one's cool, but honestly, the museum in New Orleans is the World War II museum.
Okay.
Tom Hanks, he
Tom
sponsored
Hanks?
it.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, what is Tom Hanks?
Yeah, no, he's
You're talking me out of it. You're talking me out of it.
He's like the biggest
Tom Hanks.
philanthropist for this
okay,
museum, which
okay.
started pretty small. Now it's got like 2-3 different wings.
Yeah.
Everything World War II.
Big World War II guy here. Too,
So-
Yeah,
so,
true.
you know,
Gotcha.
I am
Yeah.
diet Republican, so do love me some World War II.
And on a little historic note about World War II and New Orleans, all the Higgins,
blacks.
all the Higgins,
The Tuskegee, right, guys? The Tuskegee.
Power to the people, man.
Right?
oh
That's what you're about to say. Go ahead, say it.
no, it's the Higgins boats, man. The amphibian boats that you see in Saving Private
Copy by
Ryan.
Ed. I'm sorry. That's part two.
And we in that, yeah, that's right too.
Are you just saying that because I got the KFC, right?
AFC.
That's what it is.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Jeez.
We'll get there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
Trying to
yeah,
get some info from my boy.
Go ahead, man. What were you about to say? World War II, New Orleans.
Blacks.
Not blacks.
that's
Not
it.
blacks.
That's it. Where the Higgins boats, the amphibian boats that they use for in Normandy.
Yeah,
They were
the
built.
amphibious
They were
boats,
built in New
okay.
Orleans and shipped out of there.
Oh, nice.
The little historical.
Oh,
shit, I
nice.
don't know.
That's
So
dope.
that's why I say the World War
Big
II
port
museum
city. Big
is
port city, yeah.
good stuff.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's something to see.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite missions on Conquer's Bad Fur Day. When you do D-Day. No, on N64, it Conquer's Bad Fur Day when you're the squirrels. They have the Normandy. They have the Normandy mission,
Oh, man.
and you're just a bunch of squirrels shooting down.
Yo, is that the museum? That looks dope. What? That looks like a book. Open it up.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
it.
Primo.
And they got.
I like-
actually,
yeah.
That's the Enola Gay. The.
What'd you just call
Oh,
me?
shit. Yeah. The
I
one
mean,
that
I know. I mean, June is over. Okay, get over it.
The one that dropped the Fat Boy in Little Slim.
That's it.
Yeah. August 7th, baby. That's coming
And
up.
I think that's where you get Fat Boy Slim.
Yeah, Fat Boy Slim.
A-bombs. A-bombs.
Dropping shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking. Kind of, the bomb, Nagasaki,
Yeah.
Hiroshima. Yeah, that was the plane. That's the
Oh
plane.
shit, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
We probably should check that out. I think that's
cool.
It's one of those, like, when I do, Bargoyles tip of the day, impressing ladies, recommending a museum in a city that they may go to that's not one of these. Oh, they fall in love. We're like, oh, you haven't been to the Museum of Renaissance Art in Columbus? What? Oh my God. But if you recommend, like, a World War II museum, they're like, oh, who cares? They don't care.
in
Women
that
don't
case,
care,
this
yeah.
one's for the ladies.
But this was good radio
go
voice.
to the Ogden Museum of Southern Art, which is
Southern Art, blacks, yes.
actually 2 blocks away from
back there.
here.
In the back. You got to walk all the way through the entire, it's awful.
Yeah.
Museum Ogden. Okay.
Correct. Southern Art.
I do want to hit a museum while we're there. That I don't know how far that one's from where we're going to be, but
Yeah.
Museum of Death has been recommended, and
Yeah.
it's 6 blocks from where we're at.
Yeah,
so.
we can do that.
To put everything in perspective, New Orleans, the city itself, is about 6 miles long, 2 miles wide.
Okay.
It is relatively tiny
Oh,
compared
okay.
to like DC.
Yeah.
You were talking like
Oh, that's a beautiful building, the Ogden.
yeah, and it is. It's like an old castle looking building.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, there's nowhere that you can't get to the city within like 20 minutes.
Give me one more must before we get to the next section or next segment of this podcast. Well, obviously, we're going to continue this conversation via text, but for the people at home, they need to hit not Madame Tussauds. You need to hit Carousel Bar, at the Chateau
the
Jefferson
Monteleone.
the Roosevelt Hotel has this other bar,
The Sazerac Bar.
the
which-
Sazerac bar,
The birthplace of the Sazerac. However,
Pat
the-
Moran's, the birthplace of the Hurricane.
Yeah, Pat O'Brien's, yeah. And
Pat O'Brien's. I keep saying Moran's.
Pat O'Brien's.
Is there any like dive bar not so popular local?
This is where you're about to hit us with? Go ahead.
Yes. So, few spots. But one of the most famous dive bars in New Orleans is called Snake and Jake's. And it's just like uptown by the university areas,
Okay.
24/7 spot, shenanigans.
Oh, it's a Christmas bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you may have heard of this.
No, I just saw it on the thing.
Oh yeah, and it's it's a dive.
Yeah.
But
Okay, that's all right.
but
That looks like where you die. Not a dive. That looks like where you die.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, anywhere where I'm going to feel comfortable.
Oh, it's okay. I can see it's right
Yeah.
next to the lynching tree. Okay.
That's it, yeah.
Get the fuck out of
Exactly.
here. We're not going there,
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony, no,
Tony, we're
like-
not going there.
We're not doing it.
It's a good place if you want to,
We're not
Die.
hang around.
We don't.
Strange
fruit. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's awful.
But it's a great spot.
Don't care anymore.
Go to
Okay. Do another bar. Name another bar.
the Maple Leaf.
Maple Leaf. Okay.
The Maple Leaf Bar, live music, which is a thing in New Orleans, of course.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
There's live music everywhere, any night.
Oh,
So-
do you have to like jazz to like New Orleans?
No,
Ooh.
Okay.
because
I would
there's
love
so
to do
much. If you like funk, if you like R&B, if you like rock, if you like Southern rock, classic rock, jazz, whatever, there is something for you in New Orleans.
Okay.
Now that being said, the street to visit is Frenchman Street.
Frenchman Street.
I've heard that.
Frenchman Street is the locals' Bourbon Street. That's where you find all the excellent, beautiful live music. That is New Orleans, from cover bands to
What about the other beautiful stuff?
old-timey
Where they
jazz.
at? The ladies. For DeConte, we're trying to get a
Oh yeah,
lady of the night for the content.
I'll probably say the
He said, as he looks down at his
As he's writing it down, don't even care. Don't even care.
out.
What did you say?
So I heard Doors Metropolitan was a place.
Doris.
Doors, yeah, Doors or is it Doors?
Probably Doris.
Parkway Deli.
Parkway Deli, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff, but it's off the beaten path, and it's
So
a little bit out of the way from where you guys are.
Gotcha.
You know, but it's good.
DeConte recommendations have not been good. As Trent.
No, this
As
is
Trent.
These are. I was just talking
I know
to
somebody
at the
said
bar.
like
They're
the
good.
people that recommend stuff to you have.
Yeah, it hasn't worked yet.
No,
Yeah, we'll look
it's
him up.
good
We'll look him
stuff.
up. Yeah,
It's great stuff. That's why you know about it.
Yeah.
But the only problem with these spots is that you go there, and that is the only thing around there. So it's a destination, more of a, like, oh, let me try this out, like the Angelo Brocatos, or like Willie Mae's Scotch House, which is like supposed to have the best fried chicken in the South. Been there, loved it, delicious.
Better than KFC.
Popeyes is better.
Yes, sir.
and of course, New Orleans is the birthplace of Popeye's chicken. By the way,
Yeah, that's true.
there's nothing like having fried chicken on Mardi Gras Day, like at 8:30 in the morning, man.
Hell yeah, fried
You've
chicken.
been
at
up
8
all
in the
night
morning.
drinking.
That's hangover food. Fried chicken is good hangover
That's
food.
It is
great.
That
the
grease
best.
just
It sets you up.
so
eats
It
everything.
sets you
flavors.
up. Nothing like having Popeyes in New Orleans. I'll vouch for that. That's for sure. But Frenchman Street.
Tune in 2 weeks.
Bars.
We will let you know whether or not he's hitting with these recs, because we're going to go to
Yeah,
every
the
single
bars.
one of these, especially Snake and Jake's. We're going to all these spots.
Yeah.
100%. No, that's really cool. I'm going to have some more conversations with you. If you know some people that may still be down there that may be interested in doing the show, we'd love to have them on. Our biggest mission is to interview one of my homies that's going to be there. But he's been ducking me. He's big dogging me. And then obviously we want to meet a bartender or server in the area and be like, yo, come do the show. Come back to our hotel. We got a TV. We got some cameras. I got these 2 shirtless black guys. My shirt stays on. And then just make some content. But we'd love to interview some people. So if you do know some people down there, please put them on. Let them know. Yo, I got a podcast that talks about this industry. But before we get to all that, we want to play our favorite game with you, Bar Enemy, Bar Friend. DeConte, can you pull up the WhatsApp? I want to read the AI chat for what it introduced the segment as. New crew, please. Scroll up. It should be like a little paragraph from the right side. Keep going up. Okay, right here. Let's see. Bar Enemy, Bar Friend. Okay, so this is I was using my Chat GPT thing, whatever. No, it's not Chat GPT. The Chat AI on Snapchat, trying to better word the segment for Bar Enemy Bar Friend, and this is what it pulled up. If you go back to it, it says, "Welcome to the Bargoyles, a podcast dedicated to protecting the sanctity and culture of the bar. We dive deep into the restaurant industry, interviewing chefs, bartenders, servers, and restaurant owners to determine who stands as a guardian of the bar and who threatens its harmony. Join us for a candid conversation, behind-the-scenes stories, and a mission to uphold the spirit of the bar. Let's find out who the true Bargoyles are. Bar Enemy, Bar Friend." AI is so good.
AI is so good.
AI is so good, man. That's ridiculous.
The content doesn't want them to be good.
2024, yeah.
It's
so good.
They're so good. We've had a year and a half to put together a fucking sentence for. We're gonna ask you. We're gonna ask you questions.
Things and stuff. And
Hope. See if you're bad. You know. So. All right, DeConte, go ahead and introduce Bar Enemy Bar Friend to Tony, and let's get to it.
All right, Tony, we're going to ask you some questions here. Find out if you're enemy to the bar or friend of the bar.
All right.
All right, so let's go get cracking here. Have you ever lied about your birthday to get free stuff?
Never.
Never.
In fact, I question my guests when they come in and say, "Hey,
check
it's my
IDs when you do
birthday."
that?
Sometimes,
Yeah?
sometimes, if they look
what
young.
a dick.
That's such a dick.
I was given and do the whatever hospitality thing we're supposed to be doing, of course.
Yeah.
But I always like to give him shit a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, is today your birthday?" They're like, "Oh no, well it's tomorrow." So not your birthday then. You're a liar.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Well, I get that.
Yeah.
But you
just
pulling
don't
a
hate
card
that.
off
But
somebody.
don't
No.
check the
Yeah.
ID.
No,
No, I wouldn't check ID.
Well, you gotta check ID
That's
anyway.
a
If they're
little bit
ordering a
much. That's a
drink, you
little
gotta
bit
check
much.
ID
That
anyway.
point,
That's-
yes.
But
You should be checking IDs.
Yeah,
So,
you're not wrong.
But on this
trying to be on your side right
birthday
now.
stuff, on this birthday
Us
stuff,
first then.
I love, and I've always worked on my birthday. Always. Why? Why?
The money.
Yeah, sympathy tips are so good.
No, not only that, but I mean,
Not only
I get to use that question. Oh, today? Oh, yeah, sure. But then I hit him up way before they know it's my birthday. I'm like, "Oh, it's your birthday? Not a big deal. Who cares?" I give him that kind of like vibe. It's like, "Oh, it's your birthday. Like you shouldn't you be at work like I am? But yeah, I will never use
Making
my birthday.
people feel bad on
I
their
got you.
birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Enemy
of course.
behavior, right?
Yeah,
Enemy
no,
behavior.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
it's like neutral,
Here's the-
chaotic,
the
or I
thing-
don't know.
That's not neutral at all.
No,
That's,
it's
yeah,
not
that's
true.
aggressively.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
aggressively chaotic.
Yeah. But to get a laugh out of them.
You're at a spot now. You're at Hell's Kitchen, which we
Yes.
didn't talk about earlier. You're at Hell's Kitchen. That is a spot where people save up to go for their birthday. So I
Yeah.
feel like there's a higher potential that it is someone's birthday that is at your spot than it's the spot DeConte's at or the Hotel Bar Nick's at. Like that's not happening all too often. But at a spot like yours, because that was ingrained in me when I worked at the park in DC. The owner was like, "Bro." Somebody was like, "Yeah, someone thought it was special because it's their birthday." He goes, "Yo, it's everyone's birthday. They save up to come here."
Yeah.
So like when they're doing that, you got to give them that experience. You are not giving that experience, so some enemy behavior. Okay, enemy behavior.
That's so
No,
important.
no, that's actually very true. It's something that I pass on to like all the servers that I've trained. It's like, we think that it's normal to go out and eat every single night because that's our environment. That's what we see every day. It's like every day you see people going out to dinner. But like you said, people
not
will
the case.
save up
Yeah.
for a year, couple of years, just for that one
Just to get
experience.
that beef Wellington you got
That beef Wellington, man.
with the
it's where it's
cremini
at.
mushrooms and
I know.
something else.
$74 for that.
Yeah.
74.
Yeah.
Like that's and it adds up.
Yeah, it does.
So
Oh yeah.
So
no,
yeah.
I dined at his restaurant.
So-
You know what I did? I took the lady for her birthday, ex-lady for her birthday, and so that people go specifically to your spot for your birthday.
Definitely.
You're shitting on them. That is not nice.
That's not
You were
nice.
very you were very good to us that day. Yeah.
Not nice.
Yeah.
It's a way to break the ice.
Okay.
And
Yeah. No one gives a
guarantee
fuck
you-
about your birthday. Anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to
So you're not
recommend.
working on
Today's
your
specials.
Yeah. Well, I hit him with
Stuffed clams.
you and about 19 million people on the planet statistically.
You should probably just work at Dick's.
yeah, bro.
What dicks,
Yeah,
man.
Dick's Last Resort, dude. Look it up.
If somebody tells you you're one in a million, there's at least 100,000 just like you in China alone. So
Okay. All right. Yeah, we should just bomb that entire country. You're right.
Special day.
There you
that's
go.
it.
At what age were you when you first started using a fake ID?
I was 18 years old
Okay.
at
were
the
you
University of Maryland.
at? Okay.
So yeah, that's where I got my very first fake ID, and this is during the analog
How did
time.
you? Yeah, I was about to say, how did you procure that before the internet?
So literally, there was no Photoshop. Video editing was horrible.
Yeah.
And so technically,
Still is.
What we did is make a cardboard, life size, where your face would fit, and then you
Wow.
would take the picture. Not only that, but like, how do you go about like other stuff? Like the
You had to have like the clean background. He's
Right.
talking about a giant thing you stick your head through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, and then
What
like
the
the
shit?
cutout, there would be like a cutout of like the seal
Yeah.
for the state that would kind of like cover your face or like be like above like
Yeah.
It was intricate. It was intricate. I'm
Damn.
talking about 1993.
Jesus.
Sneaking. Yes. Yeah. I'm old. Shh,
Yeah.
don't tell the high school girls.
They do stay the same age.
Hey. But yeah, that was my very first
This
fake
podcast
ID.
is sponsored by Dr. Disrespect.
And yeah, used it once. It got taken away.
Oh wow. Good
Yeah.
for good for
So it
Maryland.
didn't work.
Good for
It,
Maryland.
yeah.
How much did it cost you to do all that?
I was the one running the shit. So
No wonder it didn't work.
yeah,
You
yeah,
were in charge?
Exactly. No,
No
no,
wonder it didn't work.
I wasn't. It was given to me by for free by the guy that was doing it because I was bringing a lot of people to buy them.
Okay.
So I mean, the very first one I got taken. 1 week later, had a brand new one. So yeah, of course.
Have you ever woken up somewhere unrecognizable after a night out drinking?
Many times.
Yeah, I was about to say this
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Many.
The bush at bungalows.
Yeah, you really like that one bush outside. With the,
Yeah.
that you could crawl under.
That one.
Yeah, I
I've always
got a
imagined. I was
pillow.
like, that is a good place to
a good
sleep.
crawl. That
Like,
one
if,
right
I,
out
if
there,
I'm
right?
if I'm
Exactly.
gone and there's no one around, I'm like that bush in
That
front of
bush is
bungalows is a
perfect.
great little
Because
bush.
there's a spot that looked like someone
a hideaway, yeah.
They forged it.
Oh yeah, man.
I found a lot
If you
of weird
told like
things down there.
if we were playing a video game, that's where the next mission would be. You would walk through there and crawl in.
I remember one time like that one was on fire. I was like, not that bush.
That's Tony's bush.
Pouring shit on.
I don't have a bush outside of bungalows where I sleep. However, there is a part of a wall where I scrape all the resin from my one hitter. So if y'all can find that,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna smoke your resin, dude.
No, not that. But
afford
like
flour.
that's where like I would go smoke and then like from the one hitter clean it out and
There you
yeah.
go.
So I do have a spot around bungalows that I've marked, if
Okay.
you will.
Marked
if
with
you
weed.
will.
There you go. There you go. What is your favorite drunken food to eat after a night of drinking? You're in the city now, so you're not, you don't got your fast food options like we got down here.
Yeah, I mean typically
If you're down here, the fast food. If you're slumming it, where do
if
you
I'm
eat?
slumming it,
Down here?
the old Uber Eats Taco Bell, right there off of
Yeah.
Old Bridge,
Okay.
always delivered.
Tackett's
Great.
Mill.
Yeah, exactly. But now that I'm back in the city, my favorite drunken food is to go to New Big Wong in Chinatown, and sit there.
What in China?
New Big Wong.
New Big Wong. It's on New Big Wong. It's on H Street.
I used to go to Ming's. That was
Yeah,
the
Ming's
24-hour
is right.
spot.
Yeah, Ming's is right across.
Okay.
And just like Ming's, if you know the proper lingo, you can get your beverages after
They were.
hours.
They were. He just typed a new Bing Bong. There's just a bunch of Chinese dudes on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you can still get a couple of beers after hours and a couple of shots. So.
The lingo when we used to go to Ming's was teapots. So you would order a
Correct.
specific teapot.
When I would get the Jameson tea, and
Can I
like,
get
so,
a Jameson tea? And they would give you a
Exactly.
nice teapot. It had
Yeah.
like 5 shots of Jameson
Oh
on there.
shit!
Yeah.
Nice.
And you would just pour it into your
yeah,
drink.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, get some more ginger ale. And they'd pour it up, 3/4 of the way up.
Nice.
Pour your tea in there. There
And you
go.
can buy packs of cigarettes in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man, I used to
joke.
love, Chinatown was where you, after hour spots.
Definitely.
Oh, primo. Okay. Dakota, you got a question?
What type of drunk are you? Happy, sad, or angry?
It's
That was mine.
yeah,
That was my next.
all of the above.
All the above?
Yeah, all of the above. I mean,
Oh, we know.
yeah, I know. I think you guys know.
Oh, no. There's one in there that wasn't added. A racist. That one in there too.
I don't need to drink for that.
At least you know. Hey, at least you know. At least you know.
Hey,
Let's give us a chance at getting monetized. We're gonna stop.
like I said,
He's not a part of the show.
Right.
He's a guest.
His character is not. part of
I hate everybody equally. If you know,
Okay.
That's what racist people like to say.
yeah, I hate everybody. Yeah,
I hate everybody.
He does.
I hate everybody.
Yeah, I've heard you say the most
equally.
vicious shit towards people one country away from you.
Right.
Exactly.
Damn Ecuadorians.
Yeah, exactly. And
Not exactly, but okay. Not exactly is what we're saying, but all right,
I always give this advice to people that just got their citizenship. It's like, oh, you just got it? Excellent. The first thing you got to do when you first become an American is complain about the foreigners.
That does make you an American. I mean,
That is the most American thing
that
you can
is-
do. You
that
just
is the
became an
most-
American.
That is the most American pastime there is.
Complain about the foreigners. All right? Excellent.
Taking our gerbs.
Right. Now go vote.
Taking her germs. They're taking our germs.
But overall, I would like to think that I'm a funny drunk.
Okay.
You know, because I like to crack jokes a lot.
Okay.
Waka
Do you like
waka.
French? You had to fucking bring.
I kid you not. I've been fighting not to say waka waka the whole time because I know.
I was all day just like,
I know.
I was like, this guy's gonna fucking
know.
waka
It's
waka
gonna
it up.
break. Exactly.
This entire
gonna
fucking
break.
show. This entire fucking show is gonna be waka waka it up.
Oh, shit.
I still need. It's a Fozzie. It's a Fozzie.
Yeah, it's a
okay.
Fozzie
Bear.
Fozzie
Yeah.
Bear.
Didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
Didn't know what that was.
Yeah,
and he
one
gave
of
me
the
like, it's a
Muppets.
reference. I was like, that's a reference I don't get, Tony.
Yeah,
You keep
it's
doing
one
it.
of the Muppets.
You know, yeah.
Again,
Okay.
I'm old.
There you go.
okay.
Okay. Nick, you got a question?
Yeah, we'll tone it down a little bit with this one. How do you feel about like milk and cream in your drinks? Like whether you're making them or drinking them or ordering them, how do you feel about that? I can tell you mine after you just say yours.
For me, I don't drink milk anymore, just because you know, I don't know. I
Got those
just
weak
like
bones.
yeah, you know, osteoporosis already done kicked in. But no, I personally don't seek them out. Although there was a time in my life where I would host, you know, White Russian parties at my house. You know, we would just
Black
drink.
people not allowed?
No, they come and work the door and stuff like that. You know, it's like
White Russian
know,
is a drink for the people
yeah,
at home.
you know,
White Russian is a drink. For
yeah.
the
So
people
you
at
know,
home.
we just put on the big.
It's also a type of person, but
right. Yeah, exactly. You know? So
that's
you know,
all that country has. Have you,
pretty much.
have you ever seen a black Russian? for
never
real?
have met a black
Never
woman.
met him.
And
Not
so-
even like TV. I've never.
Yeah, not even on TV.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Very
Yeah.
homogenized society.
Yeah, White Russians, you know, throw the Big Lebowski on the TV and just everybody would just hang around and mingle. And,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
I didn't
cool.
know it was- okay.
That's what they drank on that, right?
yeah, that was
White
the
Russians.
dude's drink.
That's his drink.
And so
okay.
that's how we do it.
Okay.
Now, I'll take maybe a little Baileys in a coffee from time to time.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah,
but I'm
I
okay
can't
with
do
it.
How do you feel about non-alcoholic Bailey's flavor coffee?
I
I
think-
see it in the stores where they're like, it's
Oh,
Bailey's flavored.
Yeah, but like, what's the point?
But I'm like,
Exactly.
no, there's
No.
There's no.
it's
Yeah.
no
It's-
alcohol. So
no.
you just want your coffee to taste like it's missing alcohol. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want it to taste like cream.
Irish cream.
You
right.
could just
It's Irish
have.
cream.
You could just
is there a
have.
difference between Irish cream and regular cream?
Well, you could just have Irish cream then, right?
Yeah.
That's not Bailey's. That seems.
Oh, do they make
weird.
just Irish cream?
I'm sure.
No, I
I'm
don't know.
sure.
Yeah,
I thought Irish cream
the
always came with
whiskey made
alcohol.
the
Yeah, yeah,
Irish,
yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
I think that's why they call it Irish.
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah.
alcohol in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Then,
Yeah, that's
right?
I
what
mean,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
face
Yeah,
it,
then-
you know.
Well, I mean, speaking of Russians
the
and
fighting
Irish,
Irish.
out of all nationalities in the world, who do you think can hold their drink the best?
Ooh,
Definitely not the Ecuadorians.
Whoa.
that's right.
Nothing against
Can,
Ecuador. I promise.
can hold. Honestly, I'm
Disclaimer.
gonna say Russians.
Russians? Okay.
Yeah, Eastern
I mean,
Bloc.
I believe-
Eastern
yeah.
Bloc definitely has.
Is that
Can
the block
drink.
you were locked up in when you spent those 3 years away, or Eastern Block?
Dagestan.
Yeah, C Block, baby.
Yeah, it was Sub Bloc 3, man.
So Russians.
Russians.
That's
right.
I can stand behind that.
I
Yeah.
feel like they
I
get
see
drunk
that.
and they fight. Like real fast.
Yeah, they do some reckless shit. Russians
They don't
is
stop
crazy.
drinking after the fight, though.
do.
Nah, they
I
don't.
bet you they're best friends after it.
Yeah, yeah.
To me,
Igor and
holding,
Igor?
Yeah.
to me, holding your liquor is like not fighting. And then
Yeah, true.
kind of just doing your thing.
Every now and then I
But
get
yeah,
alcohol
but
in me.
given-
I'm standing outside
given
the
the two
fucking
choices.
down under looking for that white guy. Because I'm like, oh man, I just kind of want to fight.
I
tonight.
had
I
to
wanna
look
fight
Isaac
tonight,
in the
man.
eye the other night. I was like, dude, he's not even doing nothing wrong tonight.
I know he
man.
wasn't. I was just standing outside
He
like,
wanted to fight that guy
come on,
so
man,
bad.
just do something so I can hit you. Like,
I'm
come
like,
on,
Isaac,
bro.
I already beat the dude up. Like,
Yeah,
last
you put him
time.
down. You put him down.
Yeah, I didn't
You
even
put
beat
him
him
down.
up.
Yeah,
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 put him down.
yeah.
Well, he felt like he got beat up. That's,
Yeah.
I was like, he's fine. Like, he was chilling that night. I was like, dude, chill, dude. Like, he's
Oh.
not doing nothing wrong.
You just mentioned Down Under, which is dive,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Decante's favorite spot.
to go back to some New Orleans stuff. Igor's
Igor
is on St. Charles Avenue and Jackson.
Okay, and me
Okay.
and Decante are allowed during
Oh, of
business hours?
course.
All
That's
right.
great.
It's New Orleans.
dive
That
bar.
one spot he mentioned was way out the way for a reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're New Orleans boys.
Yeah.
I mean, his last recommendation threw me off.
Yeah. but yeah, Igor's New Orleans staple again.
Okay.
Heart of the city.
Yeah.
You can do your laundry, play pool, drink, and
Well, hey,
play
you
the
got him.
slots.
You got him.
Oh,
You got him. You got him. You got him.
That's
Pool.
it.
Oh, I thought you got him at laundry.
That shit's hilarious. But yeah, between Irish and Russians, I'd say Russians. You know, I wanted to say Hispanics, but that usually ends up in a shit show.
They can party.
They can
party
party,
hard,
but
but
correct. But yeah,
Party the longest,
But yeah,
for sure.
they-
Party
can
don't
party
stop
though.
till the Coronitas are gone.
correct. And then it's like fall down.
And then the
time.
grass is all dirt because they've just been doing this for 7 hours, just for 7 hours straight. I got a few more questions here. What is your go-to drunk karaoke song?
That would have to be Biggie Smalls, Juicy.
Oh, okay.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Now, when you are that drunk, there's a word in there.
Yes, and I usually switch it.
Good. All right. There you go. Yeah.
Actually, not usually. Like 99.99% of the times, I switch it to wherever the
Based on the crowd.
You know,
No,
okay,
no,
you know what?
no, no,
Just
no.
give him it. Good job. You're not doing it.
I have my moments. I have my moments. But it's all based on the venue. So hear me
If
out.
I'm in Snake and Jake still, baby, I'm driving it, baby. If you don't know, now you know.
Exactly. Well, okay. So to
Hard R, brother.
to put this in perspective, I when I went to go get my my first level sommelier in Philly,
Yes.
I stopped at this bar, you know, because I mean I just wanted to check the city out, and I did that song
Yeah.
in Philly, and the karaoke dudes were like, "Listen, we know this song. There are certain words in there that we usually don't."
Just the one.
Yeah, we don't let people usually sing the song, but if you are telling us right here, right now that
Sign this. That
Yeah,
says,
pretty much,
We
pretty
are
much.
not responsible for any bodily harm that happens from you singing the song.
correct, and
Okay.
so what I do is I take the name of the venue or wherever I am, and I switch it out. And if you don't know, now you know, Philly. And if you
that's a
don't know,
pretty okay.
now you know, Bungalow.
Snake
And if
and
you
Jake's.
don't know, now you know,
Britney's.
Snake. Exactly. Right. So
Oh,
and
that's a pro. I like
Yeah,
that move.
good
I
move.
do
Yeah.
like that move. That's a good
exactly.
move.
So I
move.
always give the shout out to the venue.
Had me in the first half.
Do you know how you learn that kind of move? By making the mistake.
Well, like well.
I've never told you about my first black eye.
There you go.
Why'd
We
it have to be black?
We got some more questions.
I thought it was he's gonna say neighbor or ninja or something like that.
No, see, even you can't
Just
do
don't-
anything
yeah,
that starts
just
with
don't-
N.
yeah.
You
No,
can't.
exactly.
Yeah. So when is the earliest that you've been kicked out of a bar, like in the day? When's the earliest?
The earliest.
Yep.
I'm not gonna have you beat, but go ahead.
the early. I don't know how to answer that one because I mean I've been kicked out of bar like at 8 in the morning, but that's in New Orleans.
That's an answer.
Okay, that's an answer. Yeah,
Yeah, but because
Same here. 8 in the morning. That's
yeah, because I mean because I've been drinking all night at
Yeah.
that bar.
Oh, nice.
So you were there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
But it's,
No, like for like 12, 14.
There you go.
You know, and at 8, 9 in the morning, it's like, all right, you've gone through 2 bartending shifts here. It's time for you to go home.
It's time for you to clock in.
yeah,
It's
at
time for you
some
to clock
point you
in.
need some
Exactly.
side work, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah.
Yeah, we got 70 silvers back there. We need
Yeah, I
to roll
need to
it.
roll some silverware, big dog.
So yeah, and that was at Miss Mays.
Hey,
in
shout out-
New Orleans.
Shout out Miss Mays.
Yeah.
Got any more questions before we go to vote here, boys?
Yes, I did have one more.
Make it a good one.
How many drinks do you think it takes to reach peak drunkenness?
How many? I think like psychology says if you're like a true alcoholic, 1 will do, which works for me sometimes. But for
but you don't.
for
You're not going to stop at that one.
I can never just have 1 drink.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest. There's
the
no such thing. No
Oh,
such
question:
thing.
what is your drink of choice?
That also really depends.
Beer and a shot.
I do like the beer and a shot because that's a very New Orleans thing. That's a combo. High Lifes and Jamesons.
Yeah.
Usually $7.
With a high life in it, Jameson?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Champagne
I
and
could
beers,
do that.
That's it. You know.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Man, I like that.
Sorry. So how many
If-
rounds? How many rounds of High Life and Jameson?
I would say like for me nowadays, 7 beers is
7 beers and 7 shots?
No, 7.
Oh, 7 beers. Yeah,
Yeah,
7 beers.
Seven
Yeah,
beers.
7
yeah,
beers.
yeah.
Like 7 beers, I'm nice. It's still like good enough to be able to
Because
hop
you,
on
you look at
on
the rest of the
scooter
12
and
and
go
you're like,
home.
I got 5 more. You know?
You're getting on a scooter after 7 beers?
Oh yeah,
I'm not.
no, easy peasy. Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah, it's Miller.
Yeah.
it's on
There
No,
are some bike tours through cemeteries in New Orleans I kind of want to do.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
fuck with that.
and you should.
I fuck with that.
You
I
should.
You
ride a
ride
bike.
bicycle? You ride bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
at the end of Canal
You never
is where you
rode.
find
I've
one of
never
the
rode a
most.
bike in
I
my
wasn't trying to be. I wasn't trying to be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never rode a bike.
Oh, you never? Okay, yeah.
Of course.
I'll hold your hand.
No, it's not. Of course,
I'll hold
there's
your hips.
people that have not ridden
Are
a
you
bike
serious?
before. My
100%.
mom has
Yeah.
never ridden a bike before. Dog, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just asking. I want,
Oh,
there's
shit.
bike tours through the cemetery. I want to do that. I saw that in New Orleans. I want to do that.
And at the end of Canal, there's one of the most famous ones. I think it was like Cemetery number 3. Yeah. Ont-tu les paroles de dire?
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. All right.
Although I said
Omelette du
nothing.
fromage. Yeah.
Oh, j'ai besoin de fromage.
All right.
J'ai besoin un petit baiser de la petite bouche de chat, non?
So to the vote here, boys.
Yeah.
Doing bar enemy, bar friend. We're going to put it to a vote here. As a team, between the three of us, we're going to vote and decide whether or not we consider you a bar enemy or bar friend. Someone who stands beside the sanctity and heresy of what a bar is, what the culture is, or somebody who is standing guard against that. The problem is we are voting as people who have just spoke to them with this show. Okay? Because if we didn't talk about it on the show, the guests at home don't know. Just saying. I just want to throw that out there, boys. I'm just throwing that out there, okay? Because I know you got some stories, but it didn't come up. So the
come
people at
up.
home don't know, and it's not fair for the people at home to hold him in disregard for stories they don't know about. You could have brought it up. So, DeConte, you want to go first?
All right.
Say your reasons and then why. Yeah, say your reasons and then the vote. Yeah.
All right. So I'm leaning more towards one way just because some of your answers to your questions were very friends. But that first question, man, the birthday junk, you questioned.
Oh, man, that was rough, bro. That's a hard way to start the show, man.
Yeah.
It's my birthday. I don't give a fuck.
He
I
said,
work
"Oh,
on my birthday.
You're 1 out of a million." Like, it's like, damn, all right.
No, not 1 out of a million.
Oh,
You and another million. You and another 19 million, I think was the stat.
19 million.
Yeah,
Hey,
what
you
the
know,
fuck?
I came out here to have a great date.
I'd be so you just say like, you a minimum wage guy, you just saved up, you've been trying to go to Hell's Kitchen your entire fucking life, and then you get hit with that bullshit.
So I'm gonna say friend, but it's like a featherweight. Just 'cause that birthday
One
joke
one
got
gust
me,
of the
bro.
wind.
Yeah,
One gust of the
one
wind.
gust of the wind, G. So I'm going friend.
Oh man. I'm going to go ahead, and for me, it swings between the two. I did want to make sure I made that clarity. We were voting on what we talked about during the show, but what we talked about during the show did allude to some different kinds of ways. I mean, from the South, and that's one of those things I always give the pass for. It is not even really a pass. I got family in the South that know how to make a joke, and you're just like, man, if someone's outside listening to this conversation, that to them is not a joke. And so like I see, but man, it's the karaoke thing for me that like you learned that lesson somewhere. You didn't tell us this story, but I know you learned that lesson somewhere because you were just like you instead of having 7 beers and shot, you had 9, and you're like, you know what? Today's the day, baby. It's Biggie. Ain't no one getting mad.
We gonna drop this bomb.
And for me, I'm gonna drop it. That's bar enemy behavior for me. So I'm going bar enemy. We're going to a tiebreaker here to corporate Nick here.
Yeah, I'm typically pretty liberal, that kind of thing. Everyone knows that.
You recommended a World War II museum too. Liberals hate that.
Yeah. Like, when you go see war, man, people died. Yeah, yes, we're basing it off of what we talked about here. Of course, things we didn't talk about, we know where we would go with that.
Yeah.
The birthday thing, yeah, that's why are you being an asshole about that? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that too much. You are like one of the most friendly guys. You do all the things that you're supposed to as a guest for the most part. Yeah, but dude, there's just too much on top of all that, and I'm just gonna go with bar enemy as well, my friend Tony.
Ooh, that's 2 out of 3 bar enemy. Gash, Diggly Dog. Sorry about that, but you know.
Hey.
And if the wind blew one other way, it still would have won bar enemy anyways. But this is the bar enemy shirt. Here you go.
Awesome.
We picked this slogan just for you. It is the "We don't black out, we time travel." As a guy who does that.
Thank you.
And go ahead and click on that top video there, Dante. I wanted you to see this. Just then show Nico. Look at it real quick. Wait, no, you gotta unclick the sound and then go to the top. Oh, we gotta get better about that. Boop. And then sound icon on the bottom right of the video. Okay. This is Tony as a 7-year-old. That little white boy. That little white kid.
He had to been on like a cruise or some shit, right?
Yo, that's fucking
He said as loud as he could.
the worst.
That's not even how Biggie said it.
Yeah,
no
not at all. No, he knew. His
Oh yeah,
voice
he
knew.
definitely said that shit on Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Oh, that's the Call of Duty chat logs right there. All right, appreciate y'all for checking
That's
it out.
hilarious.
Certified bar enemy right here. If you knew him, you already knew it anyways.
Yes.
Check us out for part 2 where we went to a local restaurant that he chose, one of Nick's favorites. Nick, where we go?
We went to Capabayan, Filipino. I guess it's like a cafe. I don't know.
Something like that.
Filipino
Cafeteria
restaurant.
food? That's cafeteria.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But check us out for part 2 where we review Capibayan. Conte, do you know how to pronounce that?
No.
We just said it twice. I was wondering. I was like,
Copy buying.
yeah, okay, there. Capybara. We went to Capybara. Check us out for part 2.
Kookaburra.
We'll see
Kookaburra
you
wings.
Kookaburra.
We'll see y'all then.
That's it.
Okay, What? So are you?
Degraded and humiliated and broke my spirit. That is literally my pickup technique for everything.
That's a fact. According to who?
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
Then get mad at me yesterday.
Because then I turn into Black Tony.
That's it.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Bargoyles.